Hi everyone, and if you've awakened and wondering if you're still dreaming, no you're not. There's no place like Dome. Here come the West Branch Bears out, and this is the semifinals of the 1991 Iowa High School Athletic Association Class 1A State Championships. The Bears have advanced to the semifinals for the third straight year. They won the championship in 1989. Now they find themselves back here trying to get into position to win it once again. We find ourselves with a formidable foe this afternoon. That's State Center West Marshal, who has the identical 11-0 record as the Bears. The Bears have a great playoff record to this point. They're 4-1 here in the Dome. They're 8-2 in the playoffs, and they're 11-0 on the season. So it's a battle of two unbeatens, and I'm telling you, this is going to be a great, great football game. We'll be back in just a second to bring you the game. We're just about set to go here. West Marshal has won the toss, and they've deferred till the second half. So the Bears have elected to receive. Back deep, we have Rorick and Stout, as we have all season. The two up men who are going to have to be real careful here, because in watching West Marshal the other night, they do not kick the ball deep on the kickoffs, are John Hinkhouse and Boomer Scott. So number 61, Bruce D, will kick off for West Marshal. He has a short drop. And there goes the ball straight down the middle, bounces at about the 25 of the Bears. Bears fake the handoff. Stout has it and has a huge hole right up the middle, breaks into the outside. Could go, stay on his feet, all the way down to the West Marshal 47. All right, lightning almost strikes early in the form of Kevin Stout. Takes that kickoff all the way back to the West Marshal 47-yard line. One man tripped him up there. Handoff this time to Braddock, cuts back inside behind his blockers, and he is going to be stopped for about a yard gain. Loss of a yard on that last play brings up a 2nd and 11 for the Bears. Ball now on the West Marshal 48. Second play from scrimmage. Grimm back to throw. A little shovel pass inside to Stout. He has some running room. Puts his head down all the way down to the West Marshal 35-yard line. Rummel's calling a great play. That little shovel pass is considered a pass. It's complete. To Stout all the way to the West Marshal 35. This time the handoff to Braddock. Stays inside behind his blockers. Has some room. Cuts it in the outside down to the West Marshal 18. Braddock picks up the second first down of this drive. Ball on the West Marshal 19, 10 minutes to go, first quarter, no score. Hand off to Glazebrook over left side, stays on his feet, down to the 10. Second, and we'll call it a foot here. Bears moving the ball on the ground. Ball just about on the West Marshal 9, hand off to Glazebrook over the right side, and boy, he gets 3. Bears pick up their third first down of this drive. It started on the West Marshal 47. First and goal at the 7. This time a mix-up in the backfield. Somehow Braddock holds on to that football. Great job by Kevin Braddock. Second and goal for the Bears. Boy, Kevin Braddock did a great job of just hanging on to that football there. There was a mix-up in the backfield. Stout in motion, left handoff over the left side to Glazebrook. On his feet, and he's going to be hit for a yard loss. And we'll call it 5 for the Bears here. Ball still on the 5. They need to score. 7:47 to go. Grimm rolls out under heavy pressure, stays on his feet, gets the ball away, has a man in the end zone, tipped and almost caught. Attempt a field goal. Spots down, kicks up, and it looks good. We'll wait and see. It is. Bears lead 3-0. That last drive by the Bears was 47 yards. We had 6 running plays. Grimm was 1 of 2 in the passing department. Almost had a touchdown. They had 3 first downs, and it was capped off with a 23-yard field goal by that great West Branch kicker, Scott Jones. And he kicks the ball off, and it's a booming kick. High in the air all the way to the West Marshal 5. Now they fake the handoff, and the man here on the near side of the field has it. Boomer Scott stays home, and down he goes at the 25. All right, this potent West Marshal offense set to go. Ball on their own 25. This is their first offensive series. Handoff over the left side to number 45, and down he goes. West Marshal picks up 2. Second down 8. 6:39 to go. First quarter. Bears lead 3-0 at this point. Fake the handoff, back to throw. Have a man out in the flat, send a man long, and we have a man out there. That's Rorick. It's in. West Marshal elects to throw on second down, brings up a 3rd and 8 after the incomplete pass. Great coverage by Rorick back there. Back to throw once again, takes a deep drop under heavy pressure, has a screen pass over to the left, and it's incomplete. Bears hold. Jim Streeter set to punt for West Marshal. Punts away. It's the left-footed kicker. It's a good punt. Taking it about the 42 by Stout. Weaves his way up through there. Boy, that little guy can go. He's all the way out to about the West Branch 47. Caught the ball at the West Branch 48. First and 10 Bears. Great field position once again. This time they fake the handoff. Grimm runs the pitch. Pitches late to Braddock. Hangs onto the ball and gets maybe a yard. A lot of times it's little things you don't notice that make a difference. And once again, Kevin Braddock did a great job just hanging on to that pitch. This time Grimm back to throw. Looks out in the left. Has Braddock wide open over here. And he gets the ball at about the 40. Turns it down. He's out of bounds. Let's see where they mark it. Great pass from Grimm to Braddock. 1st and 10 Bears on the West Marshal 32. J.D. Grimm showing those passing skills. Handoff inside to Braddock. Spins off one man. Stays on his feet, and he's going to get nothing. 2nd down. Let's call it 11. A loss of a yard on that last play. West Marshal very hard to run on the inside. This time Grimm fakes a handoff. Pitches it late. That's Stout. Stays on his feet. Cuts it back inside. Boy, is he hard to bring down. All the way down to about the West Marshal 28. Bears faced with a big 3rd and 6 here. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. They lead 3-0 at this point. Grimm back to throw. Under pressure. Looks downfield. Gets away, and he's sacked at the 40. Grimm sacked for the loss all the way back to the 40. He's in punt formation. Snaps away, kicks away, and he does a great job. Angles it out of bounds, and it's going to hit at about the West Marshal 18, and we'll see where they mark it. About at the 15-yard line. Nice punt by J.D. Grimm. Angles it out of bounds at the West Marshal 15. 1st and 10 West Marshal with 3:09 to go, first quarter. Handoff right up the middle, number 43. That's Corey Eldridge. 2nd down and 8, West Marshal. Ball on the 18. Delayed handoff, draw, and the Bears play it well. 3rd and 10 here for the Bears. Scott Stout in on that, for West Marshal. Scott Stout in that last tackle. Straight drop back, looks out, looks over the middle, and it's incomplete, almost intercepted. Bear defense once again doing a great job. Brings up a 4th and 10. Streeter set to punt from his own 3, and it's a low line drive kick. Stout signals a fair catch at the West Marshal 45, and there's a flag, you bet. West Marshal set to punt again. There was a 5-yard penalty assessed against the Bears, and no one really gave an indication of what the penalty was for. Rourke signals a fair catch at the 50-yard line, so the Bears lose about 3 yards on it. After the re-kick, the Bears have great field position once again, about on their own 49 here, 1st and 10. Grimm back to throw. Looks downfield, has a man in the clearing out there. That's Braddock, and he makes a great catch. Great catch by Kevin Braddock. Kevin Braddock playing like a man possessed. Grimm completes the pass all the way to the West Marshal 26. 26. Grimm rolls left. Has a man wide open. Then decides to throw it late. And incomplete. Complete pass brings up a 2nd and 10. Grimm simply getting rid of that ball. There was a man open temporarily, but he just could not get the ball to him quick enough. A little inside pitch to Stout. He's got some room. Goes airborne all the way down to about the West Marshal 19. Once again, it's a good play, and Kevin Stout can run it. 3rd down and 4. Bears need it. Ball at the 20. Grimm looks inside. A quick pass inside to Rourke. And it's in. We'll wait and see what they rule it.
That's incomplete.
Bears have it. Bears have it. That's an incomplete pass. One of the weirdest plays you'll ever see. They ruled that a completed pass, then a fumble, then a recovery by the Bears gives us 1st and 10 on the West Marshal 22. Braddock stays behind his blockers and gets maybe 2. All right, we're going to wait and see how big a break that was on that last play. At 2nd down and 8. The Bears picking up that 1st down. First play of the 2nd quarter. Quick pitch to Braddock. He has some blockers out in front. Cuts it inside. Stays on his feet. Down at about the 9.
That's what he said he was going to do.
Bears set to go. Nice run by Kevin Braddock. 3rd down and 4, and this is a big play. Handoff over the right side to Glazebrook, and he's going to be close. Here we go. Everybody in the dome on their feet. 4th and a foot for the Bears. Ball on the, we'll call it 6.5. Straight ahead, and Grimm's going to have it. He's all the way down to the 4. We unofficially have that as the Bears' 7th first down of this first half. 1st and 10 on the 4.5. This time they hand off to the second man through Braddock. He has a touchdown Bears! Touchdown Bears! Rorich to do the holding. Jones to do the kicking, and it's blocked. All right, Scott Jones set to kick off. That last drive was 51 yards by the Bears. 5 running plays, and Grimm was 3 of 4 in the passing department. Capped off with a 5-yard run by Braddock, the extra point being blocked. So it's 9-0 Bears with 10:46 to go in this second quarter. Once again, a booming kick by Jones, taken at the West Marshal 7-yard line, and they run the fake, and this time The man on this side has the ball, gets away, and breaks out in the open, number 8, and he's all the way to the West Marshal 30. Bear defense set to go. West Marshal takes over at their own 31-yard line. 10:28 to go, second quarter. Bears lead 9-0. Handoff right up the middle, and there's a hole. Kevin Stout in there. 2nd and 6 for West Marshal. Ball on their own 35. This time they hand off to the second man through, and oh my goodness, Federlin's in there, and let's see who else is in there. Glazebrook, they almost have him before he hands the ball off. Nice play by Chad Federlin and Ryan Glazebrook. 3rd down, and we'll call it 7. Look for West Marshal to throw here. Fake the handoff, rolls out to his right, looks over the middle, has a man going downfield. Almost intercepted on a tip pass. Once again, the Bear defense doing a good job. Streeter set to punt for West Marshal. Snaps away. He'll be punting from about his own 24. And we'll wait and see. Rorick and Stout have a mix-up. Stout has the ball. Breaks out into the open. All the way out to the 45-yard line. What a great play by Kevin Stout. 1st and 10 Bears at their own 45. This is their 4th possession of the first half. 8:49 to go here. They lead 9-0. Hand off to Glazebrook over the right side, and he stays on his feet and gets 6. 2nd down Bears, ball on the West Marshal 49. Nice run by Ryan Glazebrook. This time Stout goes in motion. Grimm rolls out, keeps it, tucks it inside, and he's going to get a couple. Once again, we hate to keep saying this, but another big 3rd down for this Bear offense. Ball still on the West Marshal 49. Grimm looks over the middle, has a man. It's intercepted at about the 37 by West Marshal down the left sideline, and he's going to be out of bounds at about the West Branch 40. Bear defense has their work cut out now. After the interception, West Marshal takes it all the way to the West Branch 41. Handoff over the right side, number 22. 2nd down, we'll call it 7 for West Marshal. Ball on the West Branch 36.5. 6:42 to go. A little misdirection, counterplay. Federlin makes the first contact, and boy, McCarty comes in and cleans house. Well, now here goes West Marshal with a big 3rd down. 3rd and 6. Dan Peterson having a fine game in there at nose guard for the Bears. This time they throw out in the right flat, and they're going to throw long, and there's a man wide open, and it's going to be a touchdown. After the interception, and that was a 36-yard pass from Jamie Zeller to Troy Clark. So the Bears lead 9-6 at this point. Number 61, Bruce D, will do the extra point kicking. Spots down, kicks up, and it looks good. It is good. 8-4. Hinkhouse touches it at about the 25. Rorick takes it at the 20 up to about the 30-yard line, and down he goes. Bears still lead 9-7 with 5:36 to go in this second quarter. What a great ball game. We told you it would be, and it's lived up to all the pre-billing it had. Handoff over the right side to Glazebrook, stays on his feet and gets 4. Bears set to go, 2nd and 6. Ball on the West Branch 36. Stout in motion. Grimm fakes the handoff, and it's a late pitch to Braddock, and we have a flag, and I think it could be a face mask. We have another flag. We have a clip. What a strange sequence of events. A face mask against West Marshal and a clip against the Bears, so let's start all over. 2nd down and 6. Ball right back where we started. Grimm back to throw. Looks downfield. Has a man open over the middle. Almost complete. 3rd and 6 here for the Bears. Bears in shotgun formation. 3 wideouts. Grimm back to throw. Has time. Under pressure. Has a man out there. That's Scott. Turns it upfield, but he's going to be short of the first down. J.D. Grimm set to kick for the Bears. He'll be punting from his own 25. Matt Hill's a little late getting in, but he's in there now. Nice kick. High kick, end over end. And it's going to be taken at about the West Marshal. Set to go. They held the Bears. Bears punt. West Marshal's ball on their own 34. 4:26 to go, second quarter. 9-7 Bears. Handoff over the left side, and he picks his way through there for about 5, maybe 8. 2nd and 1 for West Marshal. Ball on the West Marshal 42-yard line here. 3:54 to go, clock running. Hand off to the second man through this time. Stays on his feet. Busts out in the open, and he's going to be all the way to the 50. They spot the ball on the West Branch side of the 50. West Marshal picks up their second first down. Hand off over the left side to that big fullback. Puts his head down, and he's going to have 4 more. Marshall crowd exhorting their team on here. Second down, we'll call it 5.5. Ball on the West Branch 45. This time they hand off to number 4, and he can fly through there and all the way down to the Bear 34. First and 10 West Marshall on the Bear 34. They seem to be able to move the ball now all of a sudden. 2:37, clock running. A little misdirection. David Scott stays home and does a great job on that tackle. West Marshall set to go, 2nd and 9. Nice play by David Scott on that last play. One of those good Bear defensive ends. 1:57 to go, back to throw. Looks right, looks downfield, has a man out there. It's complete to number 4, and he gets all the way to the Bear 30. All right, West Marshall called a timeout. 3rd down and 5. This is a big play for them with 1:41 to go. They've got 2 timeouts left. That was only their first timeout. Hand off to the second man through, and he's going to be down to about the... We'll wait and see where they mark it. He's close. And this drive started on their own 34. This is the 8th play of the drive with 1:27 to go. First half, hand off over the middle. That big fullback stays on his feet. He's all the way down to the Bear 15. West Marshall picks up the first down on the Bear 13-yard line with 1:17 to go in this first half. They trail 9-7. Hand off to the second man through, number 45, and he's down to about the 8. 2nd down and 6. Ball on the Bear 8. 48 seconds to go. West Marshall electing not to call a timeout. This time they're back to throw. Have 2 men in the end zone. He goes to the end zone, and it's almost intercepted. 3rd down and 6. Ball still on the Bear 8. 40 seconds. Clock stopped after the incomplete pass. Hand off over left side, straight ahead. And let's see who got the penetration there. Here we go. Dan Peterson was the guy that got the great penetration on that last play. This could be the biggest play of the first half. 4th down and 2, 35 seconds to go. West Marshall elects to go for it on 4th down. Hand off over the right side, and a tremendous header! Tremendous hit by McCarty! What a tremendous defensive stand by the Bears, and what a tremendous hit by Chad McCarty. Stopped that big fullback at least a half a yard short of that first down. So we'll wait to see how big this play looms before the football game's over. That's the end of the first half, and we'll wait to see how big that defensive stand by the Bears looms. West Marshall could have tacked 3 points on the board there and made it 10-9 at half in their favor, but instead they go for it, and the Bears come up with a big play, and they still lead 9-7 at half. So we'll be back in just a second to give you that second half. All right, well, we got a second. We're getting ready to start this second half. We thought we'd give you a shot of the West Branch crowd. A great following up here today at the Dome. It's a Friday. A lot of people have to work, but I'll tell you what, those West Branchers find some way to get here, and they're just a great crowd here for this semifinal game. The first half we had West Branch with 18 running plays. We had Grimm 6 of 10 in the passing department. We had them with 7 first downs, and we only had 1 penalty, and that was a 5-yarder that we were never explained, so we don't know what happened there. There was also offsetting penalties. West Marshall had a face mask. We had a clip, so you really can't count that. Those were offset. On West Marshall's side of the ball, we had them with 17 running plays. We had their quarterback 3 of 7. And, of course, the Bears lead 9-7. The Bears had 6 possessions in that first half. Great field position, starting from their own 47, their own 47, their own 49, their own 45, their own 31. And the final possession was the 4, but that was after the great defensive stand. Scott Jones had a 23-yard field goal on the first possession. The second possession resulted in a punt. The third possession, Braddock had a 5-yard run for the touchdown. The fourth possession was an interception, and the last possession we had to punt, and that's where West Marshall took the ball down and almost scored on us there at the end of the half. West Marshall had the ball for 5 possessions. They had poor field position. They had it at their own 25, their own 15, their own 31, their own 40, West Branch 40, their own 34. The first possession was a punt, second possession a punt. third possession a punt, and then their fourth possession after the interception was a 36-yard pass from number 8, Jamie Zeller, to number 4, Troy Clark for the touchdown, and then the last possession went over on downs to the Bears. So we're going to start this second half, and West Marshall had won the toss, deferred to the second half, and they're going to be receiving the ball, I'm sure. Scott Jones set to kick off. We had a strange turn of events here as both teams came out of the locker room. Someone in the West Branch crowd, we believed, had a heart attack, and we have a flag down. As we said before, someone we believe had a heart attack, so both teams have been standing on the field for about 20 minutes, but an offsides penalty on West Marshall and a 5-yard penalty assessed as Scott Jones puts it clear in the end zone. West Marshall takes over at their own 20 after the ball goes into the end zone. First play of this second half. Bears lead 9-7. Handoff over the right side, and a nice play there by number 50, Chad McCarty. Marshall set to go, 2nd and 8. Nice play by Chad McCarty after that gain of 2 yards. Pitch wide to the right and run straight ahead there, and they're going to get maybe 2 more. Ball on the West Marshall 25. Fakes a handoff, looks to throw, looks over the middle, has a man wide open, and he simply overthrows him. Streeter set to punt, and it's a low snap, and Scott Stout almost blocks that thing. Stout takes it on about the 40. A little reverse. Braddock has it. He has one man to beat. Gets around that corner to the 40, to the 45, 50, down to the 48. Quite a play by the Bears. That deep reverse, first time we've seen that this year with Kevin Braddock, and boy did he do a great job. He had one guy out there and simply beat him one-on-one. Handoff over the middle to Glazebrook, and he gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7. Ryan Glazebrook took a tremendous hit on the end of that play there. Held onto that football. Ball on the West Marshall 45. Handoff inside to Braddock, and there's nothing. Then he has one guy out there. Gets around him, turns that corner, down the right side. Cuts it back inside, puts his head down, stays on his feet. Oh, they rule him out of bounds at the 25. They rule him out of bounds. Oh, my God. Toledo, he put his head down, and I'll bet number 4's ears are still ringing. Got the first down. Ball on the West Marshall 25. They really stepped out of bounds. A little mix-up in the backfield, and we have a late pitch to Stout. Stays on his feet, down to about the 18. And once again, a rather unusual play, but good old Kevin Stout, 8 yards. Hands off to Glazebrook up the middle, stays on his feet, down to about the 11 for another first down. Picks up their second first down on this drive. Glazebrook doing a nice job. Ball on the 11. The Bears could pick up a first down without scoring. Stout in motion, hand off to Glazebrook over the right side, inside, stays on his feet, down to about the 6. 2nd and 5. Ball on the 6.5. 8:07 to go, third quarter. Quick pitch to Braddock. He has a little room, cuts it back inside, on the 5, down to the 3, down to the 2. Oh, not another one of these. Not another one of these. Old Bears, quarterback sneak. Graham's in. Touchdown Bears! Touchdown Bears! The extra point, and boy, this is a big one. Spots down, kicks up, and it's good. Getting set to kick off for the Bears. That was a 48-yard drive, 7 running plays, all on the ground, capped off with the 1-yard run by Grimm. And once again, it all alludes back to that extra kick by Scott Jones with the 5 yards, and he hits another boomer all the way to the 5. West Marshall this time does not fake the handoff, goes straight up the middle, and 34, Shane Peden in there. West Marshall takes over their second offensive series. Shane Peden on that last tackle. He does a great job on those special teams. They run left. That big man, and boy, he gets out for about 6. Ball just about on the West Marshall 30. They need to get to about the 32 for a first down. 6:53 to go, third quarter. Hand off to the second man, cuts it back inside. Boy, he's hit, but he has the first down. West Marshall picks up their first down of the second half. 1st and 10, ball on their own 35. Hand off up the middle, and he's going to get 3 or 4. Cliff Bowie in on that last tackle, 2nd and 8. This time they hand off to the big man again, and Klinkhammer gets him. West Marshall picks up their second first down, 1st and 10 on the Bear 49. 5:41 to go, third quarter, 16-7 West Branch. Hand off a little misdirection, and boy, he stops before he's hit. West Marshall set to go, 2nd and 9. Handoff once again to number 22, and David Scott's there on the West Marshall 46. Big play here, 3rd and 7. Ball on the West Marshall 49. Back to throw, looks over the middle, under pressure, gets the ball away, and they have a screen pass, and it's overthrown. Jim Streeter set to punt. Great defensive stand by the Bears once again, and we got a timeout. All right, Bears called a timeout. They only had 10 men on the field there, so Streeter set to kick from his own 35. The kick's away. It's a wobbly kick off the side of his foot. It's going to hit at the West Branch 30, take a West Marshal bounce, and then go out of bounds at about the West Branch 26-yard line. Bears wind up in good field position, actually. That was a short punt. They get the ball on the Bear 26 with 4:16 to go in this third quarter. Stout in motion left, hand off to Glazebrook, and boy, he has a huge hole on his feet all the way out to about the 35-yard line. Second down, call it a yard. Ball on the Bear 35. They need to get to about the 36 for the first down. Nice run by Ryan Glazebrook. Hand off to Glazebrook again, stays behind his blockers and out to about the 37. Pick up their fourth first down. Ryan Glazebrook once again. Ball on about the Bear 38's where they mark it. This time they hand off to Braddock, tucks in behind his blockers, gets a block, and down he goes at about a 4-yard gain. Give Kevin Braddock 5 yards, second down 5, ball on about the 44.5. This time Grimm rolls left, has some blockers out in front of him, gets a block, stays on his feet all the way to about the 45-yard line, right on the 45-yard line. They need to get to the 48.5, hand off to Glazebrook, and they stop him short. J.D. Grimm set to punt for the Bears. He'll be punting from about his own 35. Kicks away, and it's a wobbly one off to the right side of his foot, but it's going to hit it about the West Marshal 27 and bounce about to the... Bears assessed a 10-yard holding penalty, so now Grimm will be kicking from about his 25. Kicks away, and it's a better kick. It's a line drive and a fair catch signaled at the 30-yard line, so... West Marshal has their third possession of the second half. Start at their own 30, 1:39 to go, third quarter, 16-7 West Branch. Fakes the handoff, looks over here in the right flat, then goes long, has a man out there. Great, intercepted by Drew Rorick, intercepted by Drew Rorick. Now we'll see how big that one was. What a great interception by Drew Rorick. Over the head, looked over his right shoulder and picked that ball off, which could have been a touchdown. Ball on the West Branch 28. Braddock has some blockers, cuts it inside, stays on his feet out to about the 34-yard line. Kevin Braddock picks up 7 on that first down carry. What a nice run. You just got to believe he's going to break one of those sooner or later. Hand off to Glazebrook over the left side. He gets maybe 2. Third and 1 here for the Bears. Big play. 6 seconds left to go, third quarter. They need this first down. Hand off to Braddock. He turns that corner, stays on his feet, breaks out into the open. He still can go. It's a foot race to the end zone. Foot race to the end zone. Kevin Braddock. Kevin Braddock. Kevin Braddock. Touchdown Bears. Touchdown Bears. Woo! Oh, when we catch our breath, Scott Jones in to attempt the extra point. 64-yard run by Braddock. Extra points up, kicks up. It's no good. Last drive by the Bears. 3 running plays capped off with a 64-yard run by Braddock. Tremendous kick by Jones into the end zone, and they're not going to run it out. Great kick by Scott Jones. West Marshal set to go. Ball on their own 20 after the fine kick by Jones goes into the end zone. A little misdirection, handoff inside, and there's David Scott for no gain. Marshal on the fine tackle by David Scott. Second we'll call it 11. Ball on about the 18, fakes a handoff, back to throw, has a man coming across the underneath, wide open. Way out to their own 43 after that fine pass and reception. First and 10, that's their third first down of this second half. Fakes a handoff, back to throw, under pressure. Chad Federlin nails him. Federlin made him underthrow that football. Second down, ball on the West Marshal, 42.5. Once again, they fake that handoff, throw out in the flat, and it's overthrown. Yes, big play for the Bears. Ball on the West Marshal, 42.5. Bears show blitz, and here they come. Klinkhammer forced him out of the pocket. A tremendous hit by Klinkhammer. They have a receiver. It's incomplete. All right. We had an equipment timeout by the official there. Streeter set to kick from his own 30. Good rush. It's a low line drive kick. Rourke is going to let it bounce, and then they're just going to let it go, which is probably a wise decision at the time, but that was a wise decision. Great punt there by Streeter. Rourke did a good job of just staying away. That was a dangerous ball to handle. First and 10, Bears on their own 13. Glazebrook straight ahead for maybe 2. And Glazebrook doing a nice job on that first down. They give him 3.5 yards, so it's about 6.5 second down. This time they hand off to Braddock. Gets driven deep, does a little step, and he's going to lose a yard on his football game. 22-7 West Branch. Ball on their own 12. A little reverse inside to Stout. Stays on his feet. He's out to about the 20, but he's going to be short of the first down. He's forced to punt on 4th and 4. Grimm will be kicking from his own 5. The snap's low, but there's not much of a rush, and it's a kick off the right side of his foot once again. Bounce it up to, takes a tremendous hop, hits at the Bear 46, and it's going to go all the way to the West Marshal 42-yard line. Possession of the second half. They've had 3 punts and an interception. Once again, back to throw. Once again, they go long, and nice play, almost intercepted. Great, correct ourselves. That was Chris McNamara making that great defensive play there, not Kevin Braddock. Second down 10, back to throw. Here comes John Hinkhouse, has a quarterback. Down he goes. Great play by John Hinkhouse. And 18, West Marshal, ball on their own 34. Bears got to put pressure on. Rolls out to the right. Under pressure. Here comes Scott Stout. They go deep. Almost intercepted. West Marshal forced to punt once again. Streeter punting from his own 25, and it's a terrible kick. Right straight up in the air. The Bears just get away from it. It bounces at about the Bear 38, down to the 32. Then a West Marshal hop all the way down to the Bear 24-yard line. Nice kick by Streeter. It was straight up in the air, but then it took a West Marshal bounce. 7:06 to go. Bears lead 22-7. Handoff inside. That's Braddock, and he's going to get a couple. Last carry, 2nd and 8. Ball on the West Branch 27, we'll call it. This time they hand off inside. West Marshal makes a great defensive play. Bears. This time they hand off once again to Braddock. Follows his blockers. Cuts it back inside. Stays on his feet. He has the first down, but we have a flag. Holding negates the Braddock first down. A big play there. Now the ball's all the way back on the Bear 18, and we have a quick kick by Braddock, and it's a nice kick. Hits at about the 45, 50, 45, all the way out to the West Marshal 40-yard line. The coaches are on the field. That was a great call by the West Branch coaching staff. 1st and 10 West Marshal, and here's that play again, and they're going to try and run it this time, and number 12, Kevin Braddock out there. West Marshal, 2nd down, 5 yards. Ball on the West Marshal 46. Handoff straight up the middle, and he breaks out into the open. The big fullback, that's Stout, has a hand on him. Down he goes at about the West Branch 30. West Marshal picks up their 4th first down of this second half. 1st and 10 on their own, on the Bear 30. Back to throw, under pressure. Klinkhammer puts some pressure on. It's almost complete. Incomplete pass. Ball still on the West Branch 30. Back to throw, straight drop back. Bears almost, I don't know where that. 2 incomplete passes. 4:35 to go. Clock stops every time after the incomplete pass. Ball still on the West Branch 30. Straight drop back under pressure. He takes a hit. Overthrows once again. Big play. 4th and 10. Ball on the Bear 30. 4:31 to go. This time they hand it off up the middle to the big fullback. Stays on his feet. And the Bears have him. He's going to be short. Stand by the West Branch defense. Bears take over on their own 25 with 4:05 to go. They need a couple first downs. Handoff inside to Braddock. Out to about the 34. 2nd and 1 Bears. Ball on the Bear 34. Nice run by Braddock. 9 yards on first down. 3:28 to go. Clock running. Handoff inside. Boys hit immediately, and Glazebrook maybe loses a yard. Clock running. 3rd down. We'll call it a long 2. Ball on the West Branch 34. Straight ahead, and Grimm's not going to have it. And they're going to be forced to punt here. Grimm will be punting from his own 20. And West Marshal puts the rush on it. Oh, my goodness, what a great kick. Hits it about the 40. Takes a great bounce. It's going to go all the way to the West Marshal 15-yard line. Great kick by J.D. West Marshal set to go here. 1st and 10 on their own 15. A 47-yard punt by Grimm, and that ball's overthrown. Clock stops after those incomplete passes. Ball still on the West Marshal 15. Back to throw. Klinkhammer in pursuit. Has him. Gets a piece of him. Here comes somebody. Let's see who that was. Boomer Scott. 1:47. Clock running. Back to throw. On his own 4. Throws out in the flat to number 4, and that's John Hinkhouse on the tackle. Evidently, West Marshall's going to punt from their own 5, and they are going to punt. So I think more or less they've conceded that this thing could be over. Ball hits at about the West Marshal 46. 42 and a half. 1:33 to go, and I think we pitch wide right, wide left. Braddock puts his head down and gets about 3. Second half, believe it or not, the Bears have not thrown a pass in the second half. Surprise, surprise. Shane Peden gets his first carry of the playoffs, stays on his feet and down to about the 35. He took Kevin Braddock's place, who was injured on that last play. West Marshal calls another timeout. 3rd down and 4 here for the Bears, but I'm sure we're in 4-down territory at this point. This time Stout carries, stays on his feet, breaks it outside. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. Touchdown Bears. Touchdown Bears. Hey, Kevin Stout, he's had a big football game. Spots down, Jones kicks up, and he kicks it. And it is good. So the Bears lead this football game 29-7 with 59 seconds to go. All right, Scott Jones set to kick off with 59 seconds to go. 29-7 West Branch. What a great football game. Once again, West Marshall fakes a handoff, go to the left side, up the right side of the field, and behind a bevy of blockers. Once again, Peden's in there, makes the initial hit, and down he goes with about 7 Bears on him. Their own 25 with 41 seconds to go. Back to throw, looks left, and the ball's incomplete. West Marshall set to again, 2nd and 10. All sorts of shifting going on. 37 seconds. Chad Fairland tipped that last pass, and once again Shane Peden in there on the tackle. It's to go. West Marshall back to throw. Throws down the right sideline and hits the official. 6 here for West Marshall. That last ball hit the official in the back of the head, and a tremendous hit. And folks, it's over. Bears call a timeout, and while we got a second here before the place turns into bedlam, 2 big plays that comes to mind. One is the big 4th down and about 2 yards right before the end of the first half. West Marshall down on the West Branch 5-yard line. The big hit by Chad McCarty, and we go into the locker room leading 9-7. The second being the offsides call on the opening kick of the second half, where Scott Jones gets 5 more yards tacked on towards the West Marshall end, and he kicks it out of the end zone, and West Marshall really never got on track. And I'll tell you what, folks, everybody head back for West Branch, put the gas in the cars, and we'll see you back here next Friday night for the 1991 Class 1A Iowa High School Athletic Association Championship football game. And the Bears' opponent is yet to be determined, but what a great season. 12-0, a new school record by the West Branch Bears, and we'll see you next week.